Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 22-yard line.
Mark 319!
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
What's that?
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the out. 52's the mark.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready? Ready?
We got it, we got it. Bang, 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 bang.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs, he's got a 1st down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gun. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready. Ready.
Check line 54. Line 54.
Yeah. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Check gun. Check 3rd. All 52.
Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike.
Brown 80.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Pass.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
Newton to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
One of the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby. At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
51's the mic. Hey, that QB's trapped.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Hey,
Ready.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Alert.
Check 31, check 31. Check safety, check safety.
5 wide.
Hey, Haywood.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
I got one. Switch one.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Ricky.
Hey, alert. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Buzz.
I got it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ready. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Gun. Deuce. Ready.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
He may try and run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Well, this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, this is Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the I.
52 right here. 52. Watch the run.
Regular.
Tighten up.
Check it down.
On second down, Johnson. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
52's the mic. In your face. Watch the center.
Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Nice box. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Big end.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
A gain of 15. And a Patriot first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check. Walk 54.
They run with Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Watch time. Ready?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
49, check 49, check 49.
Gun. Check. Shoot. Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check in. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He'll get the first, but I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here we go again. Check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let him know. Showing it.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's rock now.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Let's go. Come on.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Ready? 88. 54. Right 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check it out, Reed.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Back. That's the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Johnson's got it complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Whip. Watch the 152.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All 52.
Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, tight. Out.
What's it?
Hey, box drop.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
At the 42-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Big series right here.
Great.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Under 10.
Now it's Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Slam.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Charlie.
Tackles.
No, go.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen.
Allen now looks to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, alert! Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you, punk. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
6-man.
Allen now operating from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check Mike 21, Mike 20. It's our time.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, check Mike.
And again, it's Allen. This is caught. The end result, 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Gun.
Turkey's the mark. Watch a slant. Here we go.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
5 wide.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch the shift.
Allen to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We go. 60 yards.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Ready?
This should be the final piece to the puzzle as Stidham goes down to a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road game.